Remember, exit planning isn't just about leaving your business. It's about building something that gives you options, freedom, and peace of mind. Hey, Chip Schweiger here, and welcome to another edition of the Things Entrepreneurs Should Know, the business podcast for entrepreneurs, founders, and business owners who want to build lasting financial value and supercharge the growth of their business. Today on the show, we're focused on a topic that's easy to put off, but critical to your long-term success, and that's exit planning. Whether you're dreaming of selling your company for a big payday, passing it on to family, or just want to make sure you have options, this episode will help you get started, no matter where you are in your business journey. And because you're busy, we'll still do it all in about 10 minutes. After the episode, check out the show notes at teskpod.com/exit planning. Hi there, and welcome back. Let's kick things off with a simple truth. Every business owner will exit their business one way or another. The only question is whether you'll do it on your own terms or if circumstances will force your hand. So why start thinking about exit planning now, even if you're not ready to leave? First, having a plan maximizes the value of your business. Buyers and successors pay more for companies that are well organized, profitable, and can run without the owner's daily involvement. Second, it gives you financial security. You've worked hard to build your business. Exit planning ensures you capture as much value as possible when it's time to move on. Third, it creates continuity for your team and for your customers. The last thing you want is chaos or uncertainty if something unexpected happens. And finally, it reduces stress. I've seen far too many business owners blindsided by health issues, family changes, or market shifts. A good plan keeps you prepared and gives you peace of mind. So, what are your options when it comes to exiting your business? Well, let's walk through the most common paths. Option one is to sell to a third party. This could be a competitor, a larger company, or a private equity group. If you've built a valuable, well-run business, this can be the most lucrative exit, but it does take preparation. Option two is to sell to your employees or management team. This is often done through an employee stock ownership plan or ESOP or even a management buyout. It can be a great way to reward loyal team members and ensure continuity. Option three is to pass the business to a family member. Maybe you have a son, daughter, or other relative who's interested in taking over. Family succession can be rewarding, but it comes with its own set of challenges, especially if not everyone is on the same page. Option four is to merge with another business close to yours. And this one's pretty straightforward. Sometimes combining forces with a similar company creates more value than either business could achieve alone. And option five is what's called an orderly wind down. If selling or passing on the business isn't feasible, you can close up shop and liquidate assets. This isn't ideal for most, but it's still a plan, and sometimes the right one. Now, each of these has its pros and cons. The best choice for you is going to depend on your goals, your business's structure, and your personal situation. Next, let's talk about how to actually get started with exit planning. I'm going to give you 6 key steps I walk my clients through. First, you'll need to clarify your goals. So ask yourself, what do I want from my exit? Is it maximizing cash, preserving my legacy, ensuring my employees are taken care of? And maybe it's a mix of all of these. Also, what's your ideal timeline? 5 years? 10? Even if you're not ready to leave soon, a longer runway gives you more flexibility and leverage. Next, you'll need to assess your business's value. And this is a big one. Too many owners have no idea what their business is really worth. Get a professional valuation or at least a ballpark estimate from a trusted advisor. Look at what drives value in your business. Things like recurring revenue, long-term contracts, intellectual property, and a strong customer base. Third is to do what we'll call getting your house in order. And this is where the rubber meets the road. So here's your steps for this. First, clean up your financials. Make sure your books are accurate, up to date, and easy to understand. Next, document your key processes and systems. If everything lives in your head, that's a problem. Buyers want to see that the business can run without you. Also, remember to review contracts with clients, vendors, and employees. Are they current and are they transferable? And lastly, address any legal or compliance issues before they become deal breakers. Now, the fourth step to exiting your company is to build a really strong management team. A business that can run without you is far more valuable and much easier to sell or transition. So start delegating more. And if you're interested in techniques to delegate better, check out episode 40 after we finish here, and I'll put that link in the show notes. But back to step 4, you'll want to develop your leaders. Let your team handle client relationships and day-to-day decisions. This isn't just about making your life easier now. It's about making your business more attractive to buyers or successors later. The fifth step is to consider tax and legal planning. Work with your CPA and attorney to structure your exit in the most tax-efficient way possible. The difference between a well-structured deal and a poorly structured one can be huge, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're considering family succession, think about estate planning and wealth transfer strategies too. And the sixth step is to communicate early and often. And this is very important. Keep your key stakeholders, family, partners, employees in the loop. Surprises kill deals and damage relationships. Transparency builds trust and makes for a smoother transition. Okay, with that under our belt, let's talk about a few pitfalls I've seen entrepreneurs fall into over the years. One is waiting too long to start planning. The best time to start is now, even if you don't plan to exit for years. The second best time is tomorrow. Also, avoid overestimating your business's value. It's easy to believe your business is worth more than the market says. Get an objective third-party valuation to keep your expectations realistic. Another pitfall you want to avoid is failing to develop your team. If everything depends on you, your business is much harder to sell and often less valuable. And lastly, don't ignore taxes. Don't let the IRS take a bigger bite than necessary. Work with professionals to structure your exit wisely. So if you're listening and thinking, I'll get to this someday, let me encourage you to take the first step now. Here's what you can do this week. First, write down your personal and business goals for your eventual exit. What do you want your future to look like? Next, schedule a meeting with a trusted advisor. That could be your CPA, attorney, or business coach. Just start the conversation. That's all you need to do here. And then begin documenting your key business processes. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start writing down what you do and how you do it. Remember, exit planning isn't just about leaving your business. It's about building something that gives you options, freedom, and peace of mind. Well, that about wraps up another edition of the Things Entrepreneurs Should Know podcast. Be sure to check out our website at teskpod.com, where you can find the show notes, an archive of our past episodes, and other resources to help grow your business. That's teskpod.com. And if you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate if you'd take 1 minute to give us a review on Apple Podcasts or rate us on Spotify. It helps out a lot to get this to more entrepreneurs and business owners. And if you've done that already, please consider sharing this show with family and friends who you think would get something out of it. As always, thank you for your support. This is Chip Schweiger reminding you that if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. Look forward to seeing you next time.